Hello everyone and welcome to the program. I'm Sheon Kimbaloye. It's 38 days since President Muhammadu Buhari left the shores of Nigeria. We're still counting. Yes, we are, but prayerfully so, as we await Nigeria's #1 man's return to the country in good health and sound mind. The president traveled to London for a medical vacation and has written to the National Assembly that he will return when the doctors say he can. Considering speculations about his health and different stories which the president has denied, with reports and stories that the president is hale and hearty, some people have suggested that the president should be speaking to Nigerians. Yesterday, the president's spokesperson, Mr. Femi Gbajabiamila, went on Twitter to say the president spoke with him. Mr. Gbajabiamila tweeted, and I quote now, he says, spoke with PMB a short while ago, glad to hear his voice, told me he was resting, but no cause for worry, said I should greet my family. He went further to say thanks for holding out against mischief makers. PMB tells me during a phone call today, said he would call again soon, gave him best wishes. End of quote. That's Mr. Gbajabiamala's tweet. Mr. Gbajabiamila told Channels Television that he has always kept constant touch with the president in London since he left Nigeria, but not directly, only through third parties. With these, many Nigerians are hoping the president might just speak to them directly and not through third parties. Some say they elected him and they deserve a right to hear directly from the man they elected in 2015. I also think so. Well, the national chairman of the ruling All Progressives Congress, Chief John Oyegun, says there is no worries and governance is on the right track.
The president has told you he's going on a medical holiday. At the end of the first part, he has written to say he needs a little bit more time. For me and for the APC, that's the end of the matter. It's kept us briefed. We are not doctors. We don't need to know in detail whether the nature of the medical issue that he's having investigated. And he has told us he won't be here for the next few days. We take him for his word. He's our president. And when he says he's not ready yet, we accept it.
Well, we'll talk more about that in the course of the program. And to Rivers State now, perhaps Nigeria's most notorious political battlefield. After almost a year, the elusive legislative elections were concluded. The elections, which have been hit by violence and election malpractices, were eventually concluded by INEC. The Independent National Electoral Commission has declared the PDP candidate in Eche State Constituency 2, Anthony Uchechukwu, winner with 4,162 votes to beat Gordon Chioma of the APC, who got 1,618 votes. The electoral body also declared PDP winner in the Eche Omuma Federal Constituency election on Saturday. The returning officer, Professor Jeremiah Omotola, announced Jerome Eke as winner with a total of 15,221 votes against his closest rival, Bona Nwoke of the APC, who polled 6,220 votes. But the APC in Rivers State has disagreed with the electoral umpire, saying by the commission's earlier statement, the election were meant to be concluded on Sunday. The party says it is surprised that INEC has declared the result. The governor of Rivers State, Nyesom Wike, on the other hand, has commended security operatives for their conduct during the rerun elections in the Eche local government area, describing it as professional.
This is the first election I've seen in my life since this government came that you don't see too much involvement of security operatives. And that is why nobody died. That's why the election went on peacefully. I told the opposition party, because security is not interfering, that's why you can't get one seat. If they were carrying the materials as they used to do for you, they would have allocated some seats. So I want to commend them. And I also want to commend INEC for the first time.
Governor Nyesom Wike. Now to one other major focus tonight. Within the inner cycle of President Buhari, many have visited him, while some speak with him consistently. And within the APC, the ruling party, many are hopeful that all will be well, especially as regards governance. The majority leader of the House of Representatives, Honorable Femi Gbajabiamila, speaks to China's television politics on the president's vacation, the budget, and the internal workings of the APC. We started by asking him about the president's health and the vacation away from Nigeria to treat himself.
To the extent that he is on medical vacation, yeah, we should all be concerned. But am I concerned because there's a major problem, he's not coming back? No, I'm not concerned. The reason why I'm not concerned is I've seen him, I've heard him speak, several people have seen him, we've seen live and video, still and video images of him, and it's always good to be optimistic. He has handed over power, temporarily albeit, to the acting president, and the country is moving along. So to the extent that I will be concerned, that I was told that Shehu Okibaloye is ill and going through medical checks, to that extent. But to the extent that I think there's something precarious or something absolutely something major, perhaps not, but I'm not given to speculation. And again, like I said, I've heard him speak. The country is not at a standstill. Well, I've just continued to pray for him.
Have you seen him since he went to London?
No, I have not seen him. When I say I've seen him, I've said I've seen him like you and I have seen him on live, with video images and still images, and I know he's well. I've spoken to people who have seen him. I've spoken to people who have spoken to him. So to that extent, the vice president, I mean, he's somebody that comes with a lot of credibility, right? And I don't think that the vice president will sit and talk to Nigerians and say, oh, Mr. President is doing great. Now, hale and hearty is subject to interpretation. But the vice president has spoken, that he has spoken to the president. The president is okay. He's just going through a routine medical check. That's my understanding. And we all go through these things.
A lot of people will want to know exactly why he's away and not in Nigeria for such a treatment.
Well, I mean, so look, I think we have come to a point in Nigeria where we should stop being pessimistic and become a little bit more optimistic.